Hello everybody and welcome back to Project Cars Career Mode, where today we are taking on qualifying at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza in Italy, a fantastically fast circuit. They call it the Cathedral of Speed, and anybody who likes speed and fast cars should love this circuit because boy does it have plenty of those. Yes indeed. Alright, as we take a quick look at the driver's standings, and after what was basically a catastrophe, let's call a spade at the Nürburgring in the last round, there are now only 2 points between myself and Josh Renfro in the driver's standings, so basically this weekend we are looking for a winner-takes-all scenario, I think, because we've been the fastest two through the practice. I did a race sim, and I was comfortable with the car in the first practice, and then in the second practice I did a qualifying sim with a very, very light fuel load, and I smashed it, to be honest. I was the only guy who could get a 141 out of it. Josh Renfro was the only other guy who could get close to that in the early 142s. I was in the mid to late 141s, so I'm comfortable. I'm confident that we can take pole today, depending on, of course, the weather and traffic. This is a track in which the traffic is going to play a very crucial part in setting the grid order. I think if we get a clean lap in, we're comfortable. We'll be pretty good for pole position. If we get caught for traffic, we could get hindered quite a lot, actually. Which seems strange considering that there's a lot of straights on this track, but catch it in the corners and your lap gets ruined. So let's hope that we can avoid that particular scenario occurring. Alright, let's go. Let's hit the track for qualifying. Looks to be dry. A little bit cloudy, I'd say, looking at that. I don't know if there's a risk of rain at any point during this session. Hopefully not, because like last weekend, we've done no wet running at all. As you can see bottom right there, we are extremely light on fuel. We have about 3 laps worth on board. Just enough for a qualifying run. We'll then do an out lap, flying lap, and an in lap to come back and refuel, give it time between runs, and have another go. We already have traffic, as you can see. That's particularly bad news for us. We do start a long way down the pit lane, is where our box is. So there's always likely to be traffic in front of us. Are we going to get in before the chicane? Are we going to stop it before the chicane? No, we are not. We've spun it. That is terrible news for us, because now there's even more cars in front of us. Fantastic driving, Paul. You should know by now that your brakes and your tyres are cold on your out lap. You rush round to try and beat the traffic, you don't take into account that your tyres and brakes are cold. It's not clever driving. I want to get this guy before Ascari. I'm not following you through Ascari, buddy. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's a damn good job this isn't a flying lap, isn't it? I'm making such a mess of this. Now let's bring it left, avoid the worst of the bumps. I got to drive better than this on the flying lap, or I'll be absolutely nowhere near where I was. One thing to note, we're taking a different line to everybody else. We're a little bit different. We take what I call a qualifying line. Well, I've wasted this lap.
The race director's given you a warning for crossing the track, so you've got to start respecting
Wasted this run.
between the white lines.
Totally missed the braking point and lap wasted. Well, let's bring it back to the pits and put some more fuel in and go for another run then, because that was just I swear to God, I could brake much. That was where I was braking in my qualifying sim during practice, and it was bang on. I could make that corner. Brakes must be cooler today. I guess the track temperature has dropped. There's more cloud about as I look up at the sky and see the roof. Scruffy. Very scruffy. Oh well, we can but try again, I guess. That was just absolutely horrible. I'm not even going to set the bank a lap because the time's not going to count anyway. Alright. Move my chair back a bit, you'll hear it creak because it's a very creaky chair. I think we'll have another go at that. Oh, here comes all the traffic, of course. Lots of traffic, no doubt there's some GT3s and GT4s in there. That's exactly what I'm getting a face full of. That is a nightmare scenario. Well, thanks for distracting me, Christian, but just for your information, there is nobody immediately behind me on the track to let through. Come on, get your game face on, Christian. You're wrecking my times here. Just relax. Still not gonna make that chicane? Jesus Christ, how have I not made that? Wow, this car feels horrible compared to the practice. Oh, thanks Alex for popping up in my video. Knew I should have turned the pop-up notifications off, but never mind. I'm gonna have to watch as this car likes to get loose through the Ascari chicane. We've been on top of it, I think, mostly. Get right to take the qualifying line. Let's go, let's get a lap in this time. Let's not bin it at the first chicane. There we go, that's better. I feel that was a little bit too cautious through there. I think I've got a bit more time on the table from what I'm currently finding. Keep it tight through Ascari. The car likes to get loose through there. I remember that from practice. We were very squirrely. It's the last braking zone to come. Oh no, don't step out on me. What the hell was that? That has not happened before. That's wasted this lap. I don't know what the hell happened down at the last corner there. The Parabolica never stepped out before like that. That was completely unexpected. Let's try and stay out of these guys' way if they catch me, because we're on a in lap. We don't want to ruin their times. I'm trying to get out of your way, buddy, but you're just catching me at the worst possible time for you. You gonna go past? Yes, he is. There he goes. We got 20 minutes. We can get plenty of time for another top run in there. You see that? What you just saw there is a perfect example of if I'd been on a flying lap, that lap would have just been totally lost. Oh, now you choose to stay tight through there. No, I'm on an in-lap. Turn to bit box, take on the fuel. Hope that this traffic is kind to us. We're still in P7. That's... I didn't see what the difference was when I returned to the garage there. I missed it. But I know that that lap was certainly a long way from the best I have in my locker. So hopefully this lap will be... get the brakes to actually operate and have an itchy nose. Hopefully this lap will be a lot closer to the pace we were running in practice. Why is this not turning? I have no input on my steering there for some reason. Okay, this is ridiculous. So everywhere I was braking in practice is suddenly nowhere near where I need to brake. I don't quite understand why that's the case, but apparently it is. Need to put a lot more force into the brakes. It's odd. Very odd. And I don't know why the hell that happened either. It's just, this car's behaving so weird today. Might have taken too much curb there through Ascari, but it's still not behaving how it was in practice. The cloud's burning off, so one assumes that the lap times are going to get quicker. Not while I'm on a flying lap, no way. If they want to pass me in a straight, they're welcome to. I'm not moving over and letting them through. I'm on a flyer. You don't yield when you're on a flying lap. Fucking grass. Oh, that was much better. Much better through the first chicane, second chicane. Forget where I am on the goddamn track. Right, the tricky one's going to be the Ascari chicane. How can we cope with Ascari? Hopefully by not catching traffic in the middle of it. Or by losing the back end of the car and getting gravel. Fucking car. Loose all over the place to Ascari. And I knew that was likely to happen because it was happening in qualifying. Take the qualifying line. Oh, we just made it into the 41s, a 41.8. I still think there's even more time there. I think I've got another maybe 2 or 3 tenths in me. A couple of little mistakes here and there just cost me a bit of time. Anyway, we don't have the fuel for another run, so we're gonna bring it back to the pits and, well, first of all we're gonna watch these two make an absolute cluster of that chicane between them. Because Project Cars AI is always so amusing to watch. You okay there, buddy? I'm in a faster car, you might wanna, you know, watch out for me. Never gets old, does it? The AI on this game. I mean, admittedly, there wasn't an awful lot he could do there. He was probably on a flying lap and I just had no need to push like that at all. Why this car's getting so loose today through Ascari, that wasn't happening before. And bring it into the pits. Uh, 14 minutes left. And we are way quicker than anybody else. I mean, look at that. Nobody else is even in the 42s today. We have just hustled this car around. Maybe I need to turn them up a bit for the race. Perhaps they're a bit low. They're on 85. But maybe 85's a bit too low for them. Maybe they need to be up to 90. Or nearer 90. And I'm really sure that I can get another couple of tenths off that lap time too. Whether I'm going to be taking another couple of tenths off it this round, look at the queue of cars I've got lined up in front of me. Dive bombing under braking. Oh, go right. Oh, you are kidding me. I did not just hit that barrier. Well, apparently you did. You aimed for a gap and you caught the barrier instead. That's an amateur mistake, dude. Amateur mistake. I need to get these two guys before Ascari. I can't be behind them for Ascari. Oh, we're going to go through the middle of them. We're taking just that little bit too much curve through the second part of Ascari. See if we can take less would be a little bit more ideal, I think. Can't quite get the nose in through the parabolica. Hopefully he's not going to pit. Hopefully we just have the one car of traffic to deal with, and he is in my class, so he shouldn't be too much of an issue. Terrible first corner. Missing our line totally. Now this is... first corner's ruined this lap. And if it hadn't, that wouldn't have done much better for it. Kick of oversteer through the second Lesmo. Down the straight. Under the banking. That's better through Ascari, but we've already lost the lap, so... Parabolica. That was only 2/10 off. That last sector kind of made that a respectable lap time. Lost most of that at the first chicane. And obviously the mistake at the first Lesmo didn't help, but the lap was gone by then. So that was irrelevant, really. Although, as we were only 2/10 off, you know what? Without that mistake at the Lesmo, we might have had that. We're only a 10th off this lap, but I don't think we've got enough fuel to get this flying lap and an in lap. Or have we? Don't know. Could do some really serious lift and coast on our in-lap. Two tenths down. We might as well push. I think we could get round. I think we could get this lap and an in-lap. Be a very slow in-lap, mind you. We got it. We went even faster. How about that? Let's fuel save. I must have nailed the parabolica to get that lap in. Keep our eyes all around us. Be sure we don't get caught out by anybody from behind. And don't interfere with the guy in front of us. Too busy watching the radar there, you flew off the track. Let's let him go, he's in a faster car. Wow, that was a lot of curb on the exit of Ascari, Paul. Weren't even pushing. Wasn't even pushing. Bring it in here. Return to box. Let's have a look at who's behind us. Yeah, look at that. I'm a 41.6. He's a 43.9. Just totally aced the qualifying setup of this car. They can't be running the same fuel level as me. Surely. Definitely going to have to think about turning them up in the race. As he gets... Oh, he blocks... He's ruined the flying lap of that Audi. He's absolutely wrecked the Audi's lap. But if he's on a flying lap, in fairness, there's not really an awful lot he can do. You know, he's got no obligation to move over. He's trying to set a fast lap himself. If I was driving that Audi, I'd probably be pissed, but everybody's trying to set a qualifying time if they're all on flying laps rather than out laps and in laps. Then you just have to take the cards as they fall, you know, you can't do much about it. Get some water on board. For my throat, which is a bit sore. I think I'm talking a bit louder than normal. You see, he's caught a car through Ascari. That's going to take time off his lap. I have to bring up the options to go back on board with him. Yep, his lap's nowhere. He's back in the 44s. Is that a 1? Is that an LMP1 coming up, or is that a 2? Difficult to say. I think actually that's Josh Renfro. He's in our class. So I think these two cars are the same class, but look at this. He has to get in before the Lesmos. Wow, a lot of curb, That's going to cost him a heap of time. Oh, I just noticed I can see his fuel. He's got 7.4 litres of fuel on board. Okay, so that wasn't Josh Renfro behind him then, that was a P1 class car overtaking him. Don't know who it was. I should think he'll be coming in anyway at this lap. No, he's carrying on. That's, well, looking at his fuel level, he should have one more run, I think. Sorry if you heard some whistling sound there. I was taking another drink of water. Uh, 5.9 litres. I don't think he's got enough for another flying lap. I think he's got it. Come in at the end of this. Just like Josh Renfro has as he leaves the pit lane. I have no timing information, so I don't know how long there is left to run. probably won't get to finish this run. In fairness, I think he might have left it too late. And we don't need to have another go anyway. We're absolutely plumb on pole in our class, P7 overall. We are not about to be overtaken. Where is the overall? Oh, he's come in. The Audi's in the pits. Ryan Hammond in the Audi is in the pits. That's his qualifying done. Casey Early in the... What is he in? Can we see what he's in? He's also in an Audi. Couldn't see from behind. He is going to finish this lap. And we don't know what he set, in fairness, because we had the options thing up. Oh, there we go, there's 24 seconds. So he's got no more runs in. That should be most of the qualifying done. I think that's it. Don't think there's going to be any major changes now. So we can celebrate P7 on the grid, class pole in the Prototype 2 category. And there it is. There it is. P7 on the grid. Another pole position for us. Our second of 3 races. Puts us in a really solid position for the race tomorrow. Which I must remember to put the race fuel back in. I'll probably do that after I've left this session. Simply because... Oh, actually, hang on. I probably don't need to do that. We would have used the qualifying fuel rather than the race fuel for this, so that should be okay. Let's take a run through then. We have Ryan Hammond on pole position with a 1:36.592. He was 9/10 ahead of anybody else in the Prototype 1 class, so that was a solid lap from him. We obviously have Prototype 2 pole with a 1:41.6. Nobody else even in the same postcode, frankly. GT3 pole, Pedro Ferreira with a 1:49.7. Solid lap from him, looking at the gaps behind. And who's on GT4 pole? We have Tiago Fortuna with a 1:57.553. And absolute last on the grid is Morten Nelson with a 2 minutes 1:604. Not good for the BMWs. Not good at all. But what I can say is, as you've just seen, our car is very fast this weekend. We are very comfortable to get that race win that will seal us this European Endurance Championship. And that, after the last race, will be a huge relief. Well, obviously I impressed Jenna Taylor up there on the top right, who thought my qualifying was pretty dull, and my time was pretty dull. Not really much you can say to that, is there? I thought it was pretty good, actually. Pretty exciting, pretty tense, trying to chase the time. Guess you can't please everybody. Anyway, I will see you all for the race in my live stream on Monday. This has been Project Cars. I have been the Lord Hellion. And until the next time, have a good sin.